Everybody, Cardinal Timothy Dolan here. I sure appreciate you tuning in. Worth recovering. I've mentioned a couple what you might call devotional practices. Here's an essential of Catholic life that we've got to recover, everybody. Sunday Mass. The centrality of Sunday Mass. That we would begin each week, either Saturday evening or sometime on Sunday, with faithfully and reverently and prayerfully attending the Holy Sacrifice of the Mass. That's not just kind of a devotional practice. That's an essential. That's an expectation. That's one of the commandments of the Church, that we would take Sunday Mass seriously. It's not just some empty resolution, folks. If you want to get your life back in order, if you want to obey Jesus, who said, you seek first the kingdom of God and everything else will work out, well, we get to Sunday Mass. Worth recovering. This is strange, everybody. Cardinal Timothy Dolan here. When I was a kid, I used to love helping my mom hang the laundry outside on the clothesline to dry. You old-timers like me will remember that beautiful custom before we had electrical dryers. I used to love to be out in the fresh air and hang up the laundry to dry with Mom. But I noticed we never, ever did it on Sunday. We didn't do it on Sunday. And I said to Mom, aren't we going to do the laundry and hang up the stuff outside to dry? She said, honey, not on Sunday. Not on Sunday. This is the day that we worship God and try to avoid all unnecessary work. That's a beautiful custom, folks. Did I ever tell you that I was at a synagogue once for Shabbat, and a young man was bar mitzvahed? And afterwards, I said to him, here, I'm giving you my zucchetto. And then he gave me his to wear, the skull cap that Jews wear. And he said, oh, Cardinal Dolan, would you sign it? So I autographed the inside of my zucchetto. And then I said to him, hey, how about you autographing yours? And he looked at me and said, I can't because it's the Sabbath. That's how seriously they take the Sabbath, okay? We need to get back to that. No unnecessary work on Sunday. It's time for prayer, worship, Mass, family, friends, relaxation.
But notwithstanding all the efforts to establish Sunday's sacredness, papists themselves publicly confess the divine authority of the Sabbath and the human origin of the institution by which it had been supplanted. In the 16th century, a papal council plainly declared, let all Christians remember that the seventh day was consecrated by God and had been received and observed not only by the Jews, but by all others who pretend to worship God. Though we Christians have changed our Sabbath into the Lord's day, those who were tampering with the divine law were not ignorant of the character of their work. They were deliberately setting themselves above God